confirmed that on Sunday, August 23rd, 2020, we received a call to pick up a Southfield woman who was deceased. The mortuary said in a statement to ABC News, upon her arrival at the funeral home, our staff confirmed she was breathing and called EMS. I can't even imagine being the person that she started breathing as you're thinking you're alone in a room with dead bodies, and she starts breathing and coughing and whatever. I quit. I'm done. That's my last day. That is my last day working there.
But again, Rico, like 7:30 in the morning, they get a call for an unresponsive female. Paramedics arrive. She's not breathing. She is not breathing. They do CPR for 30 minutes. She's dead. They, okay, we're going to send her to the hospital. They believe she was dead. They used the data that they had from the paramedic. She's dead. And they shared the same information.
Right.
The forensic pathologist rules there's no crime or nothing suspicious. She's ordered to the funeral home. Now, help me understand, Rico, was she in a body bag? Or like, did they put her in the body closet? Like,
I'm assuming if they think that you're dead, yeah, they transport you in a body bag.
So, workers at the funeral home say they believed they saw the woman who they thought was dead moving. You could tell she was breathing. I would have defecated and vomited at the same time.
Absolutely.
All over dead bodies and myself. My head may have exploded.
I mean, I do believe that when it's protocol that when they take the body from the house, it goes in a if they have said that the person is dead, then yeah, it goes in a body bag.
But how was she alive?
That's a good question because I believe I'm not a nurse or paramedic. I think 30 minutes
You're
is
kidding
standard.
The guy who hits buttons for a living is not a doctor.
But I think 30 minutes is the standard for CPR. So they did the standard and then, wow.
So that would be my last day.
Yeah.
I would think that we have now hit the official Walking Dead status. And yeah, that's it. I'm going grabbing a crossbow and I'm done. Call me Daryl.
That is just, oh my God.
It'd be crazy if that woman did nothing after this to change her life around. You're just kind of like, oh no, I'm just gonna keep going.
Listen, I was taking a good nap. I mean, I don't know how it happens.
I mean, like, what's that conversation with your family like? Really? You just sent me to the morgue? You gave up on me just that easily? Wow.
But we bought some nice arrangements.
Right.
No, I mean, do the ticket texters have anything on this, David? Like, is there a medical term for this where you are undead?
Yeah, it's called zombie. That's what people keep telling me.
Okay, I'm glad we settled that.
I mean, I couldn't work at this funeral.
Yeah, but it takes a certain kind of cat to work at a funeral.
Yes, it does. But it's
fair.
no. But it's knowing, and people who I've known who've worked at funeral homes say it's calm. You don't. No, that's not assignment. That's people who do all types of occupations.
I do know people that also work there. You're right.
And
You're
they
right.
say
I like how Rico's saying he knows somebody who works at a funeral home and that's some celebrity play. Like there's any high-profile mortician.
I had to.
It is simply, it's calm. They say, dude, it's there's nobody bothering you, and you just are working alone. So it's a comfort zone that once that's broken, you can never go back. You can never trust that everybody in this room is dead.
No, Stoney, I think we're okay, buddy. Thank you.
But what about the paramedics, man? Like, how are they thinking? Like, we did our job? We thought we did our job?
Well, and they said it. They're not going to second guess the paramedics. The paramedics follow protocol.
I mean, they did it for 30 minutes. Yeah, I can't sit there and like, what did you guys actually do? Did you just say, hey, slap her around a little bit? Are you awake? You there? You there? You there? No.
Can you imagine, like literally, this is the stuff of nightmares. Can you imagine? Now, it doesn't sound like the woman was conscious. It just sounded like she was breathing. But it's not like she was like, Aunt Joni's here. Hello? Hello? Like, you know, it wasn't expired. It wasn't like that, but can you imagine being the person and you're in a body bag and you're in one of those body filing cabinets and you wake up in there? I mean, that just sends a shiver up your spine.
I mean, that is the ultimate WTF moment. You unzip yourself and lean forward and where, what,
afraid to
how,
leave until I
all types of questions. And then there's the guy, who works in the morgue. He's passed out on the floor.
Roberto, side note, you have Rico talking about unzipping himself. Gonna go ahead and have a seat.
thank you that way.
Oh, thank you for letting me know. Just in case.
I just need you guys.
I mean, I told Rico this the other day. I said, I'm kind of jaded by it, but Mike hears everything. I mean,
Yes.
he's got to retain. It's crazy.
I gotta go back out there and work on his equipment.
You're gonna see Rico with a battle axe. How's that line now? Expired. 248-539-9797. For better or for worse, we're going to get Kenny Cott's pick of the day. And if anybody could tell us how the hell somebody could be dead and then not dead, feel free to take a text that in. Because that's a terrifying story.
That's a good segue for Kenny's pick. ZOA.
You place the bet and your money just goes.
Kenny, I got faith in you. Just like that woman, you'll come back alive.
I'm glad you do. Listen, Buffalo Wild Wings, it's a hell of a thing. I mean, wings, beer, sports, and we got it going on right now. Bubble action, hockey, basketball, baseball's going 3 weeks from today. We will have NFL results in the book. B-Dubs is there for you. Dine in, take out, delivery. They got BOGO Wing Tuesdays. You buy 6 or 10 piece traditional wing, you get another 6 or 10 free. Then they got Boneless Thursdays. Same deal, but with boneless wings. You buy 6 or 10, you get 6 or 10 free. 24 sauces and seasonings, served hot to the table or takeout and delivery. Guys, it's all there for you. And the sports equation is absolutely back in the picture. So check it out. It's Buffalo Wild Wings, available participating locations. Size exclusions may apply. Not valid with any other offer. Availability of dine-in varies by location. Delivery subject to availability.
I'm Jim Rome with a Radio.com Sports Minute. The white-hot Astros rolled into San Diego on an 8-game heater. That made the Padres' 4-game winning streak look kind of cute. One thing to beat up on the last-place Rangers, entirely another to try to do the same thing to H-Town. That's exactly what happened. They hit their 5th grand slam in 6 nights to sweep the weekend. The Astros rolled in on an 8-game win streak, and they left with 3 games worth of splinters tattooed all up in their grills. Slam Diego is now Sweep Diego. And that 7-game winning streak has got them sitting very pretty with the second most dubs in the NL and a virtual lock to make the postseason. Remember before this 60-game season, everybody was saying some team is going to come out of nowhere, get hot and do some real damage. We know who that team is. San Diego Super Padres. I'm Jim Rome. Years of research, hundreds of tests, thousands of iterations. The result, the latest and dreamiest in sleep innovation. Introducing the new mattresses from Casper. Casper has done it yet again, and with all new mattresses. Waking up with back pain? Introducing Zoned Support. Casper's unique ergonomic system designed to keep your spine aligned when you sleep. And there's something brand new called AirScape. Engineered foam layers with perforations that help regulate your sleep temperature. From bedding, bed frames, even a dog bed, Casper has everything to build the dream bedroom for every kind of sleeper. My Casper is the best mattress I have ever had, hands down. And now Casper is offering free contactless delivery, and as always, free returns. So go to Casper.com and use the code ROAM and get $100 off your mattress order. That's code name ROAM, $100 off your mattress order. Terms and conditions do apply. See Casper.com/terms.
Microban 24 protects against Staphylococcus aureus and Enterobacter aerogenes bacteria, but does not provide 24-hour protection against viruses. Every time you touch a surface, you leave behind bacteria. To keep surfaces sanitized all day, use Microban 24. Spray on hard surfaces to kill 99.9% of viruses and bacteria initially. Once dry, Microban 24 is effective for 24 hours on bacteria when used as directed. Microban 24 sanitizing spray, bathroom, and multi-surface cleaner.
At Advance Auto Parts, we have same-day delivery, same-day contact-free curbside pickup, and same-day in-store pickup to keep you going. And we have the right oil, right filter, right price every day to keep your vehicle going. Get 5 quarts of full synthetic Valvoline, Mobil 1, Pennzoil Platinum, or Castrol Edge with a Fram titanium oil filter for just $33.99. Advance your auto at Advance Auto Parts at participating Carquest locations. See store for details.
At Michigan Schools and Government Credit Union, we know your car is more than a car. It's your escape, your happy place. And now with our auto rate pledge, we're giving you more confidence you're getting the best rate possible. Bring us your auto rate, and we'll give you a 0.25% discount or our lowest rate, whichever saves you more. Plus, get a $100 bonus when you finance $5,000 or more. It's more than a lower payment. It's our commitment to you. Visit msgcu.org or stop by a branch today. Conditions apply. Insured by NCUA.
97.1 The Ticket would like to remind you that when you text the ticket, standard text messaging rates apply.
All right, 97.1. Let's get a few ticket texts in, and then we'll have a chat with Kenny. We got to help this man. And maybe Rico and I can offer some suggestions. We got to get him off the shine. He's a smart guy. He knows sports. I don't know. I don't know if Sully put a hex on the pick of the day, and it's like his ghost, just screwing Kenny over. I don't know if Kenny's drunk. I don't know what's happening, but it has to get better. David, ticket text first.
Yeah, it says, this story is exactly why I had my kids promise they would make me wait for 3 days after I was declared dead before they would cremate me. Joe from Waterford.
Jesus.
That's a morbid story, but I get it now. Another one, I worked one weekend shift at a funeral removal service. They do not put you in a body bag.
So what do they do with you? Keep you frozen, like keeping the morgue. What? Yeah, see, I don't know if it's just different places. Like one mother passed, they put her in a body bag.
It's not the same thing.
Yeah, oh my God. I mean, how am I supposed? We were just having fun.
I know.
What you guys did. Now you're getting all dark, and it's like,
Worked, I'm not going to name the hospital, worked at a local hospital, says he. There is a hospital and at least a couple doctors as well as EMTs, and they are trying to get their stories together. Apparently, he knows the paramedics from the story.
they're trying to get their story together. She was dead at the site. They tried to revive her for 30 minutes. What story?
I have no idea. That sounds like some strange things going on there.
Maybe worse.
Another ticket text here is, hey fellas, I am a licensed FB. After I heard that story from the umpteenth time today, the first question I had and every other director was, why was the deceased not taken to the WCME for an autopsy?
Well, you can CME. Oh, Wayne County Medical Exam.
Yeah, but the family has the right to deny an autopsy if they want.
Yeah, but
I mean,
apparently
I'll tell
he's
you,
saying that's the law, though.
Roberto, when you go, I gotta see what's going on in there. I gotta see what's in there. Oh my God.
Yeah, I want all college, I want all medical students in there. They can see what's going on.
People learn to study. How many substances can one body have?
He did tell us a story about himself during the break, and I'm like, what? Huh?
Yeah, I know.
You want to say that, Roberto?
And you know, people don't listen to the show all the time. Like, oh my God, and then Mike is so mean. It's like, dude, No,
What's the story?
long. You know all the things Roberto has said. You know the things. Oh my God, this man, Roberto.
You know, since 16 that you told me?
Oh, just now in the break?
Yeah.
Oh, I said that I haven't thrown up. Not even just from drinking alcohol, but in any way since I was 16 years old.
You're keeping in all the good stuff.
That doesn't even seem like that's possible to me.
I'm telling you, man.
Wow. Another ticket text here says Rico's friend from his funeral home is Bobo. Right?
Did you see that? I laughed my ass off when he did that for Shaq. That was amazing. Like, it's not possible to hate Bobo. What a nice man. Honestly, like, I'm amazed. Like, he knows he's got a tough deal here where, like, you're 8,000 feet tall and the medical problems that it can have. And doesn't he have gigantism? Like, isn't that his deal? I don't know. I think that leads to early death, I'm pretty sure. So, like, dude, it's a tough deal, but, like, this guy, everybody likes him. He don't fight with nobody. Like, he has a good time. He can poke fun at himself a little bit. I've always liked him. Even when he was here for 10 minutes and they would put him in and you go, you know, this dude's not terrible. So naturally, the Pistons ship him right out. He's not terrible. He's not. That's a great word. He's not. Objectively not terrible. He's not terrible. It's not terrible. If Mike said that about me, I'd be flattered. Hey, Roberto, I found this news for you because we were talking also in the break. As I said, it could have been worse, or I guess it could have been better for this girl if she was like James Brown and Roberto didn't realize it. James Brown took 76 days before he was finally buried.
Yes, yes.
He hung it. They kept him at the house.
There was a family dispute or something going on, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and he stayed at the house basically.
His fingernails probably look like Cardi B after like the 50th day.
So what it was I remember because he passed away on Christmas.
Yep.
And then I think it was Easter until they were able to finally bury him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. He died on Christmas and he did a gig on New Year's.
That is really freaky, man. Speaking of things that are dead as a doorknob, it's the James Brown of the sports betting world. It's Kenny Cox.
It's the pick of the day. Brought to you by the BetMGM Sports Lounge inside MGM Grand Detroit.
You've got Kenny MF and Cox.
We are ready to go. Kenny, give us some Living in America. Go.
I'm going to bring my pick back from the dead.
Boo this man.
I'm going to go baseball again. Twins and Indians. BetMGM has the over-under at 8.5. I'm taking under -111. It started at 9, dropped to 8.5. So people think that there's not going to be a lot of runs. When Cleveland were the underdogs, the over is 0-6 and 1-8 in the Twins last 9. I'm hammering the over. This one's going to land for sure. Damn it.
Good luck to that.
I mean, honestly,
Rico, this guy has got NBA action right in front of him,
Mike.
and he keeps going back to the baseball well.
Because it's going to hit, Mike.
Kenny, did we not have this conversation before the show? I tried for 10 minutes to get him to change his pick.
What happened with that Philly pick?
What happened with the Lakers stuff?
Really? We're going down that road? We're going down that road? We're going down that road? Okay. Because I'm trying to hit you up. I supported you this entire show, and you want to hit me with a garbage can.
Yes. Our first fight with Rico.
I bring out the boxing gloves. That's fine.
I supported this man the entire show as Mike is just raining down blows. Like, Kenny's going to get it back. Kenny, you know what? You're going to be revived. You're going to get the pick. And then he just hits me with a garbage can.
I'm just telling you, your pick wasn't good either. That's all I'm saying.
I also said that the Lakers were going to come back and beat the Dame and the Trailblazers.
Rico,
But I think you ain't wrong in a row. You're like the Tigers, my friend.
what do you make
take a Portland plus 7.5. Take the Blazers with the points. Their final hurrah. Maybe they lose, but it's close.
Yeah.
Rico?
Yeah. I would say, yeah. I tried, and that was a pick that I tried to get him to take, and he wouldn't take it. I said take Portland. And
Like, I'll just say this. Kenny keeps screwing around with these baseball totals. I mean, I don't know what this is, or if you read a Pete Rose book this weekend, or what's going on.
well, at least I said go with hockey. Go with what you know.
He thinks he's Jonah Hill and Moneyball.
Dude, at this point, Kenny, just flip a coin.
You're right. Don't do exactly the opposite.
Just flip the coin.
No, but I mean, you know why he's not going with hockey? Because he debuted this segment. He took Sully's torch and he goes, oh, I'll tell you something right here. Graham Gerber's been playing great hockey lately. Take the Coyotes +1.
Honestly, you're right,
I
Mike.
checked the score. It's 10-1. I'm like,
Terrified of going back to hockey. That's exactly right.
Your confidence has been shattered off of one bad hockey pick. You sure you don't want any Isles Flyers?
No, that
or
wasn't just a
Stars
bad
Avs?
pick, though. That wasn't just a bad pick. That was like I got shot to the moon.
Yeah, but that's tough.
Then he's like the old guy in Moneyball. He's like, yeah, big pop off the bat. Big pop.
Oh, God. When the scouts are sitting around the table. Billy, what the hell are we doing here? They got a room full of smart people. And Kenny's Billy B, and he's just sitting there blowing bubbles and going, Jay Hildebrand, put him on the board.
This is why I'm not going back to hockey. This right here is the reason. I mean, you know, this guy's been in the room 10 minutes. As you know what, it's already been in there for a half an hour.
Guys, let me tell you something. I had drinks with Nick Leddy. Islanders are on luck tonight. Matthew Barzal stood up in my wedding. And it's just like, Kenny, hockey's what you... Kenny, you need a winner on the board, man. We can't keep doing this. Hey, Kenny blows. Honest to God. All right, so lock it. What is this pick again? Twins Tribe over 8.5. Under 8.5. Whatever. It's going to be 14-10 in the third inning.
Come on.
All right, get your stuff together. We'll reset the deck at 5:97.1.
Brought to you by the BetMGM Sports Lounge inside MGM Grand Detroit. Move your game and place a bet at the BetMGM Lounge today.
97.1 The Ticket. Traffic.
From the WWJ AM 950 Traffic Center, this report brought to you by Mastercraft Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. All lanes are still blocked following an earlier crash on 75 southbound at 96 Jeffries. You can use Warren Avenue or 94 to get around it. There's also an accident 94 eastbound at Chalmers Outer Drive. For same-day service of your air conditioning or plumbing, call Mastercraft Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. 37 years in the business. A+ Better Business Bureau rating. Mastercraft Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, 800-924-2123. MastercraftHeating.com. I'm Michelle Pena with traffic.
Hey, Tanya, have you ever seen the largest used car inventory in Michigan?
Rich, is this another one of your crazy ideas?
Michigan, I need your trade-in, and I need it today. I'll give my staff strict instructions to buy 77 vehicles this week, and I'd rather buy well-cared-for local vehicles than mystery cars at the auction. So I'll give you up to 125% of the Kelley Blue Book fair market value for any trade-in.
But Rich, 125% for any trade-in?
That's right, 125% of KBV for any trade, no matter miles, the condition, year, make, or model.
What if they're over mileage on their lease or upside down in their loan?
Tanya, we'll terminate the lease and we'll handle the balance.
So if you want 125% of Kelley Blue Book fair market value for your trade-in,
come see me, Rich.
And me, Tanya, today at the all-new Londyland Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on M53 in beautiful Imlay City, Michigan.
Call 810-724-0444 or click LalandeChrysler.com.
Did you know that feeling sluggish or weighed down could be signs that your digestive system isn't working at its best? But taking Metamucil every day can help. Metamucil supports your daily digestive health using a special plant-based fiber called psyllium. Psyllium works by forming a gel in your digestive system to trap and remove the waste that weighs you down. Start feeling lighter and more energetic by taking Metamucil every day. Did you know that Metamucil is available in packets, capsules, and fiber thins? Buy them today at Target and Target.com.
Liberty.
Liberty Mutual Insurance Company customizes your car insurance with Right Track, which rewards you for safe driving.
As the world's most careful driver, that's perfect. Now apply 2 pounds of force for an acceleration. Ready? How about that? Turn 1.3 miles and begin a deceleration.
With Liberty Mutual's Right Track, you could earn up to 30% savings based on how you drive. Sign up at libertymutual.com/righttrack. Discount on participating vehicles, base coverages only. Availability varies.
This hour of instant feedback brought to you by Mike Pufaro of National Benefit Plans. For affordable life insurance, log on to nbphealth.com.
Parents, do you want to save your child's life? 97.1 The Ticket Student Heart Check can help. Make the time to have your child checked. Contact the Ernst Cardiovascular Center at Beaumont Hospital in Royal Oak. Learn more at 971theticket.com. WXYT FM and WXYT HD1 Detroit. A radio.com sports station. Sports headlines all day, every day. From the Sold by YC Sports Desk, this is 97.1 The Ticket.
Brought to you by Twin Peaks. The Red Wings making an announcement that they've signed forward Robbie Fabry to a 2-year contract extension. This coming after acquiring the 24-year-old from the Blues last November, who went on to log 31 points in 52 games played. NBA playoffs continuing from the Disney bubble. The Milwaukee Bucks go up 3-1 on the Magic now after a 121-106 victory. Giannis Antetokounmpo 31 points, 15 rebounds, and 8 assists. Tigers looking to build off their series win in Cleveland. They'll be back home at Comerica Park with Casey Mize on the bump tonight at 7:10. You can get a play-by-play right here on 97.1 The Ticket. And the NFL releasing a report regarding COVID-19 testing this afternoon, saying that over 58,000 tests have been administered from August 12th to August 20th. 0 players coming back negative for coronavirus, and 6 new cases were confirmed among personnel. This was after a rash of false positives over the weekend that mistakenly flagged 77 individuals throughout 11 teams. The retested samples came back clean. From the Ticket Update Desk, I'm Chris Villar. For more, stay tuned to 97.1 The Ticket and radio.com.
248-539-9797. What's the best thing to eat? Smoke a joint. Long hit, but blazing blunt. I'm cool. It's like this, like that, like this. It's like that, like this, like that. It's like this. I didn't even have to use my hand. Just chill, Mark, till the next episode. Right? This is kind of a celebration. But blazing blunt, smoke a joint. Long hit. I'm cool. It's like this, like that, like this. It's like that, like this, like that. It's like this. I didn't even have to use my hand. Just chill, Mark, till the next episode. Right? Thank you, Patrick. We appreciate that. And your love of the Devil's Lettuce. 5 o'clock. Good to have everybody with us. It is Mize Day 2.0. I'm kind of intrigued about it tonight. I mean, the Cubs have scuffled a little bit. Mize, I was thoroughly impressed with the Open. I don't think you'd expect much more. 7 Ks, no walks, pitched well, got in a little trouble, whatever. I would not be shocked if you took a step forward tonight and you had something fun. I wouldn't. Interested in that. We've rapped about Luka. The NFL testing results for COVID on surface look great. The problem, they come on the heels of a slew of false positives. And what would that mean for game day? So there's a lot kind of in the mix today, and you're welcome to dial in on any and all of it. 248-539-9797. Rico, you had a question that David tells me you wanted to ask, so please.
Yeah, Mike, ESPN has been running this fantasy football stuff all day long. And a buddy of mine, we've been in the league together for about 20 years. And he was like, are we having fantasy football? And honestly, I was like, no. I didn't think anybody wanted to play. I mean, Mike, first of all, didn't know the season was going to go along, so I'm not going to pony up money in the middle of the summer to pay for the league. Oh, come on, dude. And now it's like, okay, how long does the season last?
It doesn't matter. If the season gets canceled, you refund everybody their money, and everyone's a big boy. You get in, you know the risk. If the season's played, you deal with it. Maybe you have bigger rosters, right? Maybe you alter a few of your rules. But you play. What the hell else do we have?
I guess normally around this time we would be getting ready to set the draft dates. I could reach out there. I just figured that most people were just done. You're the only person I heard that was just so excited about it. Well, I take that back. I did run across somebody else who was excited about that. And he said his goal was to get me in your fantasy league. His Big G called me the other day. Now, you want a siren? David, siren that.
That's true.
I got to call him Big G.
That's true. I don't think you have what it takes to join our league. That's the problem. I don't think you're competitive.
He's like, I'm going to tell Michael, we're going to get you in that league.
I mean, listen, we'll blast somebody out you want to get in. I just don't think you'd like it.
Wow, what is it?
Okay, here's the other reason we're going to play is because it's a dynasty league. So, like, you have guys that you have contracts, you've got a franchise tag, you've got rookie draft picks. Like,
Tracks.
yeah, man. It's like you're running a real team. It ain't
Okay,
for the
Mr.
faint of heart.
Gentleman. Go ahead.
That's
Yeah,
right.
it's like running a real team for free and not getting compensated and using all your time.
No, I mean, we played for good money, but, like, you gotta want to do it. Now, it is fun, but, like, Rico is way too laid back for this type of thing. I think he'd get in, his head would explode, I'd have to find a new owner by week 5.
This is one that I would have to sit back and watch on the sideline. You know, I'll redshirt this year. I'm just going to see how it is and maybe get me in there for a couple games, and then after that, I'll join next season.
No, Rico, contracts? Yeah. Like, all right, here's how it works. And I think some people would back me on this because it's an auction league. We don't do that lazy-ass snake draft.
I've heard of auction leagues. I've never heard of writing contract. Do you renegotiate? Do you sit in the driveway of the players as they become free agents?
Yes, I'm Jim Schwartz on Kyle Vandenbosch's front lawn. No, this is how it works. The auction is for veteran players, non-rookies. You have the auction. So you win the bid on a player, and let's say you paid $23 for Russell Wilson. Just random example, right? Mm-hmm. You have the option of then signing Russell Wilson for up to 3 years. You could just leave it as one. I just want Russ for 1 year. Sign him at 2 or sign him at 3. And it goes up $2 every year. So it'd be 23, 25, and 27. And don't worry, we have a spreadsheet manager who puts it all in, and it's nice, and it's like your financial picture of your franchise. Then we have a rookie draft. So all the rookies, you draft based on the order of finish, like the NFL. So if you were lousy and you had the number 1 pick, you get the first pick of all the rookies. You can trade the pick. You can trade it for multiple picks, trade down, trade up. You do whatever you want. The rookie values are predicated based on the projections, and that's what their salaries are. So like an example. So like Edwards-Helaire. Everyone thinks, man, he's in Kansas City. He was the first running back taken. He's going to be a star. He comes into the league, he's $20. Whereas a guy like, say, J.K. Dobbins, who's sitting behind a bunch of guys, he's coming into the league at $10. And then you have the restricted free agency round, where you can restrict a guy. Everybody gets the bid except you. And at the end of it, we go, all right, Rico, so let's say you had Michael Thomas in your RFA. And everybody bids, and Michael Thomas goes for $54. We go to you, and we go, Rico, you want to keep him or let him go? And you go, nah, too rich for my blood. Let him go. You get a $3 compensation to add to your salary cap.
Whatever, nerd.
Dude, honestly, this is like, I'm sensing a trend here where it is basically now every day there is one thing. I am walking into a rake and then being body bagged over a cliff. I don't care if it's the other day when I tried to do the Derby with fans and related to the Lions with no. I'm getting crushed on some of this stuff. What was the other thing? Oh, it was uplifting. Yeah, Seabiscuit was one. Oh, and then I said that Castaway was an uplifting movie.
Yeah.
That was a great story. You asked, I explained. But yes, we're playing fantasy football this year. What are you kidding me?
Wow, that's yeah, I would have to redshirt this year, right? Just to see how you guys actually did this. Unzip yourself. Lean forward.
play again.
Unzip yourself and you lean forward.
That was me watching the end of Mavs Eclipse. Oh my. All right, so there, I explained it. David, you can go to the ticket text. Okay, thank you, Coach O. Let's calm down. Tell him about it, JoJo. David, ticket text, and then we can move away. And I'm sure now I'm going to get made fun of because I answered Rico's question. But away we go.
No, somebody's saying love the fantasy football talk, but Mike is really geeking out here. I have the first pick in a non-PPR league. Who should I take?
Your mom. Next. Oh, wow. He's supporting you, Mike. No, he's not. That was backhanded.
No,
he was
he's
patronizing me.
Oh, here's another text here. All I can say is, Jesus, Mike. It says, can we go back to talking about Castaway? Someone says, thanks, Mike. I need a nap. Sean from White Lake.
On. Wait a second. I was asked a question. How was I supposed to answer it?
Well, here's the thing, Mikey. Rico just dropped a few rungs on my ladder. A so-called 20-year fantasy vet just forgot about fantasy football. Keep working on it.
I didn't forget. It just got to the point where everything was uncertain, and I was like, I doubt if people are really supposed to be a leader. You should be a leader, not a follower. You should be rallying the troops to play.
Mike, I had to make the call in July, and it's like, yeah, this probably is not going to happen.
All right, now in the midst of me getting
I'm Kevin Warren right now. Yeah, we're not playing.
I'm getting a 2x4 broken over my head. We got breaking news apparently that we will get to next.
Mike just made a trade.
No, but I am attempting to trade Christian McCaffrey at $67 if anyone's interested. What's the cap,
Mike?
$250.
Okay. Do you have anybody who's just an idiot and always outbids everybody and to get himself? Or you guys all smart?
No, I mean, it happens one player a year. Everybody gets a bone for. Like Zeke last year was like 70. Year before, Antonio Brown was like 67. Le'Veon Bell went for a ton the year he decided to just not play. But no, it's usually just one player. Rico, we search for value.
I see. I don't know. Big G said Iggy wanted me in the leagues.
Yeah, well, congrats. I told you you wouldn't be interested, and then you made fun of me when I gave you the reasons. Listen, if you need a used car, family deals, screw these guys and go buy a car. My family over here sucks. Get with LaFontaine to give you a good price. Bottom line, 36 new car franchises, 18 locations, and they won't break your balls like my radio family. LaFontaine, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, they got it all. You find the vehicle you like. You go to FamilyDeal.com. You're all set. Touchless, contactless delivery. Perfect. It's the only decent thing to come out of the pandemic. They got deals galore. 2020 Ram 1500 Bighorn, $184 a month. And whether you go to Fenton, whether you go to Selena, whether you don't leave your couch, FamilyDeal.com. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram. Say you heard it on the station. Guess what? You get a 2-year service maintenance package for free. Even if you're a Michigan fan. LaFontaine, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Fenton, Celine, and your couch at FamilyDeal.com. It's LaFontaine.
Gentlemen, facing a divorce can be difficult, but you're not alone. Adam, the American Divorce Association for Men, is here to help. Call Adam today at 248-356-2326 and we can answer your questions or schedule a meeting by phone or video chat. Call Adam today.
There are times when it's hard to ignore that you know you have a gambling problem. Like when you're at the casino and you've withdrawn the maximum amount from your ATM. When you can't leave the tables, yet you don't know how you're going to put food on the table. Credit card denied. When you can't seem to pump the brakes on gaming and then can't fill up your gas tank. Transaction denied. When you're so invested in gambling, you're not able to invest in your future. You're robbing yourself and those you love of a better life. Approval denied. Don't deny there's a problem any longer. If you or or someone you love is struggling with a gambling problem, we can help you win your life back. For free confidential help, call the Michigan Problem Gambling Helpline at 1-800-270-7117 or visit michigan.gov/problemgambling. A message from the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services.
The motto for world-class competition has always been faster, higher, stronger. It's the same for Navien, makers of condensing tankless water heaters. Faster to install and set up. Higher performance and efficiency to provide endless hot water. Stronger with the industry's strongest warranty. All because of the copper-free stainless steel heat exchanger built in every unit. Learn about Navien's condensing tankless water heaters and find a Navien contractor at tanklessmadesimple.com. That's tanklessmadesimple.com.
Dell supports America's entrepreneurs during Small Business Month with all you need to office anywhere. Save up to 45% on computers and servers with Intel Core processors. Upgrade to new modern devices with Windows 10. Plus save on top brand tech while enjoying free shipping on everything and special financing with Dell Business Credit. Call 877-ASK-DELL to talk to a Dell Technologies advisor who can help you find the tech that's just right. That's 877-ASK-DELL or visit Dell.com/smallbusinessdeals.
And now a game of commercial chicken brought to you by Progressive. Finally see how long folk can go without talking about insurance. Ready? Go.
So the weather is just all over the place lately, right? One day it's hot, the next day it's windy for a while. It's like, make up your mind already. Tigers assist to Progressive to save big.
Okay, you win. We can't help but save customers money. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates.
From muscle pain, body aches, to strains, Blue Emu Maximum Arthritis. It works fast and you won't stink. Its unique formula with Emu Oil penetrates deep to relieve arthritis pain, sore muscles, joints, and more.
This is Lila Lazarus. When an emergency happens, don't wait till it's too late to get the care you need. St. Joe's emergency rooms are safe and open, with stringent measures to make sure you get the care you need in a safe environment. Don't delay care. Visit the ER when needed.
Ticket text brought to you by FamilyDeal.com. Looking to sell your car, truck, or SUV? Get a Kelly Blue Book instant cash offer today from LaFontaine. No hassle, no haggle, just instant cash. Go to FamilyDeal.com today. Now, text or call the ticket using the same number. Ticket text 248-539-9797.
Honestly, this is the whole thing with bad organizations. They have screwed this up so badly. And I know a lot of people mock it. And they, the process failed. They told you. No. I couldn't disagree more. They failed the process. They went 2/3 of the way down the road and then they panicked. And they fired him. And then Colangelo was a bum. So what do? In a panic, they hire a first-time green GM in Elton Brand and put a win-now decree on him to where he makes not one, not two, but three paralyzing decisions to the franchise. They make a terrible trade for Tobias Harris and then way overpay. They make a terrible trade for Jimmy Butler, and Butler goes, y'all are a bunch of losers, I'm out. And then the worst part. They paid the dead body of Al Horford. Like, I'm a Celtics fan.